We've got the updated BMW iX.
BMW, why the long face? There is no grab handle to grab onto. Okay, hit it.
I feel bad for Zach.
There's something about your lunch going up like that with electric cars.
We just ate lunch too.
Yeah, all right. So there you go. It's the iX acceleration. Andrea, there's a lot to go through. What's under the floor of this thing?
The iX has a 111.5 kilowatt hour battery with up to 586 kilometers, 364 miles of range. There is no lack of power here with 536 horsepower and 564 pound-feet of torque. It is a rear bias setup of the all-wheel drive system. This model goes 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.6 seconds, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds.
Other available iX options include the xDrive 45 with 402 horsepower and up to 502 kilometers or 312 miles of range. There's the M70 with 650 horsepower and up to 487 or 303 miles of range. Okay, so there's no lack of power. We got that sorted. Now we're going to get into, this has just been updated, a little tweak for this year. What are the key standard features?
The base trim comes with a 12.3-inch digital driver display, a 14.9-inch touchscreen, BMW operating system 8.5 and Quick Select, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charger, an 8-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, heated and powered front seats, perforated Sensitech upholstery, heated steering wheel, panoramic sunroof, a power tailgate, and a heat pump.
So Andrew and I joke about this iX.
We do.
I say to her, look at that seating position with the center console that doesn't go all the way through, the flat floor in front,
Yep.
the way you sit up looking over. It's very minivan-like.
Even the flat dash.
Yeah, it's like a minivan seating position.
I know.
It's a very odd thing because BMW is like the ultimate driving machine. This feels like the ultimate people mover machine.
Totally. This is really tuned for comfort and refinement. If that's what you're looking for, you are going to love this. The brakes actually feel really good on this. Steering isn't too light either, but it's not heavy, so it's going to appeal to a lot of people.
I do like one assist feature this has, where when you're driving in traffic and the flow of traffic starts to slow down in front of you, the vehicle it's an autonomous system, it automatically starts to brake. It will not take you to a complete stop because it wants you to put your foot on the brake, but I'm okay with that. For just the mundane driving around the city, it's always keeping you in the right distance and the right speed. It's actually quite clever.
And maneuverability is excellent. I mean, we've got the available four-wheel steering, so you are going to turn this thing on a dime. We also have the available adaptive 2-axle air suspension with automatic leveling suspension. So it does a lot right. And I see quite a few of these on the road in Vancouver, considering the price point, but Vancouver is truly a luxury market.
I'd just like to try this with the regular springs and shocks though. There was a study that came out recently, I can't remember who issued it, but we did talk about it in a video. The highest satisfaction for EV owners were two BMWs. The i4, which we love, that's the 4 Series electric, which is chef's kiss. And then this vehicle, and I can totally understand why people who have these get around the way it looks, but when you're driving it, it's just easy to live with.
Oh man, so easy, so spacious, comfortable. And then you've got the opposite with the i4, very engaging, actually feels more like the gas model. So this is a bit of a surprise to me coming from BMW. Yes, we've driven it before, this model, the iX, but I just feel like, once again, I just have to go back and say refinement.
Okay, what did they add this year for the update? Because mechanically it's only a little tweak, right?
Yeah, and it gets an extra 20 horsepower. Not that it needed it, but I guess kind of nice to have.
All right, we're getting up there, Andrea. What are we going to put it in?
Well, you got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
Well, hurry, time is running out. Summer is almost over. and the summer sale is coming to an end. Make sure you like and subscribe, and also follow along because we do these videos twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
Yes, and another one on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, my lunch is ready.
Are you ready, Zach?
Go for
this
it.
This thing is fast.
Okay. Holy crap, that scared me. That absolutely
I asked
scared
you
me.
if you were ready.
I know, but I wasn't ready for that. That scared me. And it makes a little bark. Oh, wow, that's impressive. I can understand now why BMW scored so well. It's like,
oh, yeah.
that's the thing about electric cars. That's that instantaneous. You know what's interesting? We have a question coming up later about the Macan.
Yes.
And the Macan that we drove, we kind of complained that it didn't have that snap.
Yeah.
This is snappier.
Yes, but with Macan, we had the base model. So you can get more. We all know you can get more.
They'll sell you more snap at Porsche?
Of course, they'll sell you more snap. They'll sell you more snap at BMW if you want it.
True
I don't
that.
know if you need more snap than this.
I don't think you need more than this. Well, I said off the beginning, BMW, why the long face? And it's just true. It's just like, why the long face? Like, why did they come out with this? Couldn't they come up with something that's like the electric version of the X5, which is just so nicely styled? So they gave us the big teeth in the front, and they have tweaked it for this year. Yeah. And I said, when I picked it up at the dealership, the dealer principal was there and talking about, well, what are you getting today, Zach? I said the iX, and I go, oh yeah. Seemed like they turned down the ugly a little bit.
A little.
He didn't like that I said that.
Gosh, it's just mixed online. Some people really love the design. Others
Who
think
are these people?
It is so ugly. It's a face only a mother could love. You know, that kind of stuff. Look, I don't really love the look of it. You know what I do like, though? I think BMW did a good job on these wheels. They're not weird looking for an electric vehicle.
You know I like a nice back end, Andrea.
Yeah.
I don't mind it from the back.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's the front.
The iX comes standard with LED headlamps, LED tail lamps, aero 20-inch to 23-inch wheels, and a tire repair kit. We're riding on 23-inch wheels. Our test model has a lot of different packages that have been added, including the M Sport package with M badging, black exterior accents, and illuminated kidney grille. We've got blue brake calipers and shadow line headlights. We also have the adaptive LED headlamps on our model.
Andrea, pop quiz for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best thing about this interior? You want to know?
What, Zach?
When you're sitting here, you can't see the outside. Is that mean? I think I've gone into the mean side.
Yeah, you're being a little nasty now.
So BMW has made a lot of changes over the last few years on all their models with interiors, with mixed results. And we're going to talk about it more in Questions, Coffee, and Cars. This one is better than some.
For sure better. This comes standard with a 14.9-inch touchscreen, and you've got a 12.3-inch digital driver display. It has BMW's operating system 8.5 with quick select, and it is quick, but a lot of the functions are now done in the screen. There is a dial, so you don't have to touch the screen because, gee, it really does get fingerprints and dust and all that stuff on it. Yeah, big air vents. What do you think of those, Zach?
Yeah, well, we talked about it already, the whole minivan vibe. And when you're sitting here, it's like this console that comes out and the flat floor and the flat view out the dash and the seating position and the big windows. It's real minivan vibes.
I know.
The thing is, it's one of those things if you don't think that until someone tells you that. And then once they tell you it, that's all you'll see.
People love minivans, though. They love the comfort of them.
Why don't they buy them?
Oh, they do. They do buy some minivans,
Yeah.
but these seats are really comfortable. They offer some great thigh support. I think that you'll be happy with them on a long road trip. Storage is not bad. It's deep, and it's cold. It's a cool box in here. It feels like it anyway. Yeah, how about that? Door pockets are narrow, but you can fit one water bottle in there and maybe lay something down on the side. Overall, it's open, it's spacious, you've got a fixed glass roof.
Okay, I just want to show this. Okay, so it does not go clear. It's this opaque roof. Where's the button there?
Yeah,
so
right.
that is the light setting, and that's the dark setting. So it doesn't really get very light. So there you decide whether you like that or not.
Now, what I do love is the available 30 speaker Bowers & Wilkins Diamond sound audio system. It is fabulous. Fabulous.
Well, at least you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
A lot of different packages and available features, of course, with BMW. They include a head-up display, video augmented reality for the navigation, driver assist professional, soft closed doors, ventilated front seats, driver seat memory, heated comfort package in the front and rear, front massaging seats, sky lounge, panoramic glass roof, and interior cameras.
Interestingly enough, this comes standard with Sensitech upholstery, available leather, which we have on our test model. But I think for the price point, leather should be standard. I know some people don't want leather anymore, and that's fine. Offer Sensitech at no charge, but also leather. This is pricey.
Well, because it's an EV and a big battery, you get a long wheelbase, and that means lots of space in the back. When you get in, there's good legroom, good headroom. Like we said, it's a people mover. How does it stack up?
The iX has 40.2 inches of front row legroom, and second row legroom is 38.9 inches.
Lift up the power liftgate, and you know what? It has a real Audi Q5 clamshell look to the outside. When you open it, it's got a big cargo area. How does it stack up?
Cargo capacity behind the second row is 35.5 cubic feet, and overall cargo capacity is 77.9 cubic feet. There is no frunk on this model.
All right, your questions. Let's get at it.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
How does this compare versus a Porsche Macan 4 or 4S that we're considering? Have an X550e that will keep, so wanted something a bit smaller for a battery electric vehicle.
I bet you if you measured the front legroom, rear legroom, cargo space, overall interior, what's available to you, they're probably about the same size as the X5.
I think you're going to get more rear seat legroom for sure. That is more spacious than what you have right now with the X5, but this just feels so wide.
Feels like a minivan. We talked about it already.
I mean, definitely is comfortable and refined. You're going to have way more fun with the Porsche Macan, but you're not going to get that rear seat legroom if that's what you're looking for.
But they have the BMW.
But they have the BMW. See, for me, if I already have the X550e, which actually I think is a terrific vehicle, I think that was a great purchase on your part. I think I'd kind of go for the Macan just because it is more engaging.
It's certainly prettier looking.
It certainly is. I like the exterior.
Huh?
Like
Wait a second.
Exterior.
Say that. Back that up. I've got to hear that again.
I like the exterior. And you know what?
Who is this person?
There were a few, Myalicious. There were a few comments actually on Instagram saying that they really like this exterior, and then some saying, wow.
That's a hard no.
It's a hard no, yeah.
All right, so from the top, Andrea.
Okay, I like the exterior, but would be curious your thoughts comparing the interior to similar competitors. Looks a bit budget.
I don't think so. Actually, a couple of years ago, when this first came out, we chose this as one of our favorite interiors of that year. Now, it had a different look than this one. But you know what? The materials in here are actually really quite good. They've got the shiny hard plastic here in the center. But that's really the only place. It's way better than that 5 Series we had last year. Remember that?
Way better. And some of BMW's interiors as of late, you've heard me complain, you've heard Zach complain, there's a lot of hard plastic and lots of ambient lighting that lights up, and even the
cheesy.
X3, yeah, the X3's got the X3 on the side. So, hey, to each their own when it comes to taste. This one seems a whole lot more refined than some of those other models that we've been in. I like the mix of materials. We do have the M Sport package on our test model. So it has things like the M leather steering wheel, and we also have like a silver gray trim piece. We do get the extras in here. It's not part of the M Sport package, but it's that crystal, which I don't think I would add that, but if you like it, it is available.
It's cheesy. Well, like this is the problem. BMW's kind of gone cheesy with some of their interiors. Hey, if you want to get a question in for a future episode, make sure you follow along on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to see what's going on behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button.
Interesting how we're going back to the underhand door handles again. I prefer that design more.
That's an
Yeah.
easy one. Agreed.
Agreed.
And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
Would you recommend this car or a Lincoln Nautilus hybrid? I'm going back and forth between electric or hybrid. I want plenty of legroom and a comfortable ride.
I got to say, Andrea, that's an odd comparison.
Kind
I'm not
of,
saying
yeah.
that you're odd. I'm just saying, okay, one is way more expensive, this one. One is a pure EV, this one. The other one is a hybrid and less expensive, and that one's made in China. So there's a lot they don't have in common.
Yeah, a lot they don't have in common, but I can understand why you're looking at a hybrid. Hybrids have become so popular right now. People don't want to have to plug them in, and that's the case with the Nautilus. Nautilus is large. You're talking about comfort level. Both of them offer it. So it's really, first off, do you have the infrastructure at home to charge this? Do you have a level 2 charger? Or do you want to invest in a level 2 charger? Or would you rather just have a hybrid, get on the road if you're on a road trip and not have to worry about charging?
I'm going to split the difference for you. The person before in questions with the X5 plug-in, the 550e, that's your solution. You get the hybrid and you get the plug-in. And it doesn't look like this.
I also think the hybrid is not going to depreciate like a luxury electric vehicle does.
Okay, let's get into the price of this thing, the charging and all that, and their vital stats.
Let's start with pricing. We're using MSRP. The xDrive 60 starts at just under $95,000 in Canada and $88,500 in the US.
This iX comes with an 11 kilowatt onboard charger. With a level 2 charger, it goes from 0 to 100 in 10 hours and 45 minutes. With a DC fast charger, 10 to 80% in 35 minutes. It has a maximum charging performance of 195 kilowatts. Towing capacity is 3,500 pounds and the warranty is 4 years, 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles. In Canada, BMW offers a no-charge scheduled maintenance for 3 years with unlimited kilometers. In the United States, it's 3 years with 36,000 miles. The US also offers 2 years or 1,000 kilowatt hours complimentary charging at Electrify America. Lightning round, two things we like to see improved.
I love the incredible power this offers.
It's always been very comfortable to live with.
What I'd like to see improved, maybe just tone down the exterior a bit.
Yeah, that's what I said. They turn
Yeah.
down the ugly. They could turn it down a little more. I don't know. I just don't get the design direction for some of their cars. I just don't get it.
Look, looks are subjective. If you love this, if you own this, if you're thinking about it, great.
Go for it.
Great.
Fill your boots.
It just isn't something that I look at and go, wow, what a pretty BMW.
All right, so there it is. It's the updated iX. What do you guys think of that?
Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, subscribe. We'll see you next time.